All right, good morning. Happy Oregon Day. It is 8:37 a.m. and car's packed up, so I'm gonna hit the road and figure out what we got going on today.
Get together at night, you know they all call Big Jim Ball, just big car. I feel summer creeping in and time. Now can't reveal the mystery of two.
Okay, y'all, we are getting back on the road. I am excited. I feel rejuvenated. I'm ready to go. I had to get my car's tires balanced and rotated. Just wobbly, shaky from the right side. Just came from, off the beaten path, hitting off-road and whatnot. So we're all ready to go. And the best part, only 87 bucks to get this done. So it gave me some time to get a couple things planned for the next couple days, which I'm super excited for. So we're gonna get back to it. Also, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Huge fan of you growing up, still am. Black Sabbath, saw you guys in concert my freshman year of high school. Gonna be listening to a lot of Ozzy today. Rest in peace, King. It's amazing how in a span of 100 miles we could go from tallest mountain in the state of Washington and dense, endless forest to desert and open plains and no trees as far as the eye can see. All right, crossing the Columbia River. And on the other side of the river is Oregon. So, welcome to Oregon. All right, y'all, change of plans. Originally, the plan was to go find a dispersed spot in Mount Hood Wilderness. And I just decided there's no point, since I got a reservation for backpacking tomorrow. I'm actually just gonna go to the town of Bend, Oregon, and go get something to eat there and go camp in the national forest right outside there. So when I wake up tomorrow, I'll be ready to go backpacking into the Three Sisters Wilderness. It just makes a lot more sense rather than having to backtrack another 2.5 hours to get where I need to go. So right now I'm just driving through, I don't even know what this is called, desert or plains of Oregon. Nice little town or village over there, but yeah, we're just gonna keep trucking along. Okay, I stopped in Bend, Oregon. Gonna get something to eat, see if there's any lore to this area, and find a place to camp for tonight. Spooky forest. Okay, y'all, we are in Deschutes National Forest, I believe is how you say it, right outside of Bend, Oregon. Just parked my car. Unfortunately, as of last week, fire ban, so no fire tonight. I don't even know if this is a forest road. There's dispersed camping spots all up and down this road, but I followed this road back for a bit and was trying to get deeper and deeper for a juicy spot, but the road was just inaccessible. I mean, just crap all over the road, logs, trees. So I settled on something a little bit closer on our way out, and plan is just to hang out here for the night and go to the trailhead tomorrow and do one night in Three Sisters Wilderness, do some fishing, do some camping, do some cooking, just relaxing, enjoying God's beautiful nature. So just been a long day of just driving and traveling. Unfortunately, my alignment on my tires did not do the trick. It is still wobbling real bad, so I don't know what it is. It could be my control arm, but for the time being, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, y'all, it's about 8:43 p.m. Pretty bright out still. Got some nice pink clouds. Now, I've always heard the folklore about, the Sasquatch or the Bigfoot in Oregon. I don't know where I'm at in Oregon, but if there was a place to see a Bigfoot or Sasquatch, these woods damn near look like the ones I would picture. So we might have to keep an eye out for one tonight. But outside of that, I'm all by my lonesome, man. I haven't seen any cars come up that way or that way. I mean, it's a Tuesday night in the middle of the week, but been. I'm almost very much impressed by how much public land you have within the town, so pretty cool. All right, y'all, good morning. We are getting out of this dispersed camping area and we're headed to the trailhead. Okay, y'all, we are at the trailhead for the Three Sisters Wilderness, or one of the many trailheads for the Three Sisters Wilderness. Got my backpack, got everything ready to go. I'm gonna get something to eat and we're gonna hit the trail. I gotta look at the signs over there because I'm not quite sure if the camping is as simple as hike into the woods and find a place to set up, so we'll figure it out one step at a time. Okay, so I just did some basic research on where we're going, and apparently they stock these lakes. There's a couple lakes, but they stock these lakes every other year with brook trout and cutthroat, so that's always a good sign. All right, Sisters Mirror Trailhead. We're right here, and thankfully we're going right there. So it's only about 3.5 miles, no fires. I don't know about the designated campsite area, but we'll figure it out. Here we are again. Three Sisters Wilderness. And yeah, they're really adamant about their permit system, but we got our permit, so we're good to go. We're gonna hit the trail. First time hiking in Oregon. And it looks like Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. Just trees and sky. But we're here for the fish, and we're coming for the fish. All right, Three Sisters Wilderness, Deschutes National Forest. That's how you say it, Deschutes. Deschutes. All right, we got our first sign of snow. Trail carries on. Okay, we're about to our destination, but Pacific Crest Trail must go through here. I don't know how the PCT works, if it's just one or multiple, but pretty cool. All right, here's the lake. Time to find a camp spot. Man, it looks just so peaceful. Of course, no signs of fish, but we'll have to figure it out by actually getting a rod in the water. No signs of fish. I haven't seen anything that remotely looks like fish and water or type of minnows or food. Mosquitoes, I guess, but no signs of fish. Okay, camp's all set up. Took me a little bit longer than I thought. Had some frustrating moments, but it's the way it goes sometimes. We're finally on the trail. We're gonna go fish a separate lake than the one I'm camping on real quick. It's just right up the trail, and work our way back. Okay, now this looks very promising. Very promising. And I know I'm gonna regret not camping on this side, but that is what it is. I'm getting bit up so much. Oof. Right now I'm just using a silver Castmaster. If you watched any of my other fishing stuff for trout, you know it's kind of my go-to with this rod. It just works well. I get good cast distance. Fish seem to like it a lot, and just very simple movement. So no luck here, but I'm feeling good maybe about the next lake. I don't even see fish jumping, and there's just mosquitoes and bugs all around. It seems like it would be paradise. Some trout. I have a feeling they're not native in this area, and they haven't been stocked in quite a while. So oh my goodness, my body is a temple for these mosquitoes. Here's a feeding ground. Getting bit right in my back. Yep, I regret my decision of not taking a campsite over here. Haven't seen anybody else, and with the sun, and it's just a pretty little pond, lake little thing. So we're gonna go to this other lake up here. I can't remember what it's called, but we shall see. All right, here it is, Lancelot Lake. Oh, it goes way bigger out there. Wow, man, it looks like perfect swimming hole. Might have to take a dip. It pains me I didn't keep walking. This spot is just amazing spot too. Right out on this lake. Man, it's just so freaking pretty. Alright, I'll try a couple casts here. Not optimistic at all, but never know until you take a cast. Really cool spot. Just a bunch of little lakes, not far from the road. You have a good group of friends or something, or even yourself, come out here and have a good time. I get it. Getting skunked the past few times I've been fishing, it's been kind of a change of scenery, but I appreciate the beauty nonetheless. Some trees, a lot of trees. Wonder why this is like this. Like, this lake is up here. Look down there. Huh, pretty cool. Let that sink for a second or two. Brush off some more mosquitoes. All right. Well, at least this Three Sisters Wilderness, it's outside of the fish and everything else, is living up to my expectations. Just pretty cool geography here. Unique in its own way. Sometimes we'll just stop and twitch it just to see if the light shining off the silver will cause anything from a distance to come in, but all these lakes look all the same in terms of fish production. Empty. Okay, so I found this little cruddy lake just north of the one I was at. It's funny, the more I keep walking, the more bodies of water I find, which leaves me both optimistic and also like curious to know, like, if you're not in one, why would they be in the other? Okay, not even 100 yards away from the first cruddy lake, we have Cruddy Lake V2. But sometimes in these cruddy lakes, you find small brook trout. Mosquitoes are getting real bad. Just speaking of, I got bit by one right in the finger, which could be arguably one of the worst places to be bit. Okay, we are directly across from where we originally were on those rocks. Nice area, real nice pond, lake, whatever you want to call it. But man, just like you could look out on the water and there's just so many mosquitoes just laying there. No fish biting. I don't know if they're just into deep for the middle of the day, but I don't know. Something tells me that there hasn't been fish in these lakes in a long time. I mean, I'm fishing deep, I'm fishing the shallows, I'm fishing the banks, I'm fishing the middle. I don't know what's worse. Fishing a pond or a lake or whatever where you see fish and you're not catching them, or fishing in a lake or a pond where you're not sure if there is fish, but you spend your valuable time trying to do so anyways. Said there was fish in here. Okay, we're back at another lake. This one's called Bounty Lake. We got some bounty on some fish, but although pretty, nothing like the other one or two we were at. And no sign of fish. So, take a cast and see what happens, but yeah, I'm slowly coming to the conclusion that this place is a dud. All these lakes are empty. See no signs of fish. I don't see anything swimming. I don't see minnows. I see a million mosquitoes out on the water, but I don't see a single fish or a trout or anything trying to eat them. So my two conclusions are either A, these lakes haven't been stocked in quite some time and they've been fished out, or B, these places were never stocked to begin with and never had fish in them. So I'm gonna keep moving. Same lake, different side. Tied up in a bunch of pine trees, so I don't want to get snagged. There we go, that's a little bit better. Let that sink down. Oh, we got a couple more lakes left to fish, so we'll check them out. It's pretty cool. It's just a labyrinth of woods and lakes, and there's so many of them. All right, another lake, Camelot Lake. The way I picture it is a different lake, different opportunities. But unfortunately, so far, all these lakes have looked the same. Okay, so we're at a unmarked lake on the way back to where we're staying. On my maps, this place doesn't have a name at all, so I'm calling it Bigfoot Lake. That's the self-titled name I give it. And it does not appear that Bigfoot Lake has any fish in it. Man, this spot just looks so good for everything. All these spots look like they're just prime fishing spots, but who knows? Maybe I gotta contact the Game and Fish of Central Oregon and tell them that they need to stock these things ASAP. All right, back at Sister's Mirror Lake, you can see my tent directly across from where we're at. Wow, look at that luck. Just snapped right in half. Okay, that was extremely unfortunate. Just took a cast here and I don't know, was my braid was just weak or what, but leader and lure just. So thankfully this time I brought my actual leader, so we'll tie something else up and get back to it, but I'm not very optimistic. Might just have to take a swim and call it a day and enjoy this beautiful scenery. Okay, got my leader tied back on, swivel, tied to my braid, and we're gonna throw a rooster tail. Like I said, I don't think there's anything in here, but might as well mix it up from traditional Castmaster I've been using. No good here, too much grass. I'm just gonna make my way back to the campsite and take a dip and maybe fish on that side, but not too optimistic. All right, back to where we originally started. Through this little field, swampland or whatever it is, back up over there. Okay, so since we struck out on fishing, I figure I might as well go for a dip. Now I'm currently getting eaten alive by mosquitoes on all my precious areas like my legs, but I got my trunks on, I got no towel, and we're just gonna figure it out. Play with the consequences. It actually feels like a swimming pool. It is so freaking nice. Look at this welt I got right there on my side. Anyways, mosquitoes are still after me, but I mean, I'm damn near up to my waist and not far out of the water, so it's not super deep or anything, but definitely feels good. Okay, I just gotta commit, so we're just gonna do it. Feels amazing. This is one of the nicest lakes or bodies of water I've ever swam in just terms of comfortability wise. It is like pool water. I want to see a fish. Ooh. Let's see. The water was 10 out of 10. Now, I did not bring a towel, so I'm gonna stand ready. The only spot of sun and sun dry. I don't know if this water is something that will keep the mosquitoes away or make it more attractive to me, but got my Thermacell. Man, that thing's a lifesaver. It literally keeps all the mosquitoes away, so we're gonna hope that does me a favor. Figured I'd take a couple more casts before it gets dark out. I don't think there's any fish in here, but just too pretty not to take the opportunity and try to admire something that's just as relaxing and peaceful as this is. It's unbelievable how many bugs are just sitting on top of this water. It just seems like the type of place where some type of fish, any type of fish, would be having a field day, just absolutely feasting right now. But I think I'd rather have no sign of fish than sign of fish and not catching any. Well, it seems like I keep doing the same thing every time I go camping. I'm up there in the shade, but everywhere else got sun all the way around. It's not even 7 o'clock yet, and it's getting quite cold, but I'll take the beauty of this little lake any day over it, so. Okay, y'all, the long awaited moment, dinner time. Tonight we got noodles and beef. My expectations are, I'm just so hungry that it really doesn't matter what it tastes like, but I'm gonna say, if I had to take a guess, I'm gonna end up giving it between a 6 and a 7. Okay, so about after 20 minutes, the food's done. I've taken a few bites. It really just looks like, I don't know, some kind of mixture between dog food and just some type of slop you would get in prison. But I've had a couple bites. It's just not great. It's just very mushy. My ranking's 4.5 out of 10. Like, not good. Would not be getting again. No salt can help it. No hot sauce can help it. It's like a soup. Not great. I'll tell you, man. Those noodles and beef wasn't it. I almost preferred a ramen and chicken over that stuff. Oh man, that stuff was not good. But we ate it all. Cleaned up everything. It's about 7:30 at this point. A lot of light down on the lake. I've been back and forth casting a couple times. I don't think it's worth my efforts at this point. Even though they say the bite gets good when the sun's setting, maybe I'll go down in an hour or so. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna hang out and read my book, I guess. It would have been so nice to have a fire right here. But man, Oregon and Washington with their fire burn laws. Okay, y'all, that's probably it for tonight. Sun's finally setting around the lake. And I'm gonna go get ready to hang out in the tent. The mosquitoes are just absolutely swarming. Took a couple casts. I think we got skunked. Our first official skunk, I would say, so far has been Oregon. So I'm sure there's a variety of reasons why that probably contribute to the fact that I haven't seen any fish, but we're just gonna assume that I had an off day, I guess. But we got a couple other things this week in Oregon, and I think we'll be able to make up for the lack of fish we've caught so far. So I'll see y'all in the morning. Okay, y'all, good morning. Just packing up everything in here. It's about 9:30. And we're gonna get back on the road. Okay, we are getting the heck out of here and headed to a national forest. It's outside Crater Lake, and I plan to hit Crater Lake running hard in the morning, so I'll do some hiking there, check it out, decide if I want to spend a day or two, and continue on the trail. So this was a lovely spot, Three Sisters Wilderness. I just wish there was fish, obviously, but besides the fish, the scenery was just so nice. So it's not a total loss. Had some real time to relax out here, and get to go back to the car and mend all my mosquito bites. Oh my lord, so many mosquito bites. So I typically don't keep my beard this long. It's getting quite bushy, but my mindset going into this trip was, if I desire to become a mountain man, I must also have somewhat of the appearance. And I think a lot of that comes down to the fact how well of a mountain man beard can you grow. So we're gonna let it grow, baby. I'll give props to this national forest though. Incredibly clean. I didn't see any signs of trash, and the trails are just, I mean, excellently maintained, which is all good things, right? Okay, we just made it back to the trailhead. It's quarter after 11. We made pretty good time. And my car appears to be in one piece.